Okay, so we are recording, and this is going to be that bench press video I've been talking about. So, I got a tier list of some characters here. They're not all exactly of literary fiction, but I do know, like, a lot of these, so I think this is going to be pretty good for just ranking people on the bench press. It'll be pretty funny. As you see on the left here, we have 405, 315, 225. 405, hang on, you know what? I think I'm going to add a tier list real quick. And it'll be like 1,000 plus for like the really like superhuman characters. I'll just do 1,000. That's all I gotta say. And there we go. Oh, hang on a second. Let's do like 700 and then 1,000. Alright. Character that's first up. Looks like we have Barbie right here, and Barbie, she can just bench the bar. A lot of these characters, I think, are just going to be benching the bar, although we might have some surprises later. Okay, like, here's another one. SpongeBob. We've actually seen SpongeBob's bench press or something very close to it. He can just lift those stuffed animals, so I'm going to put him down there. We'll put Dora down there too. The Grinch. I think the Grinch actually has to sit fairly high. If you remember, he can shoulder press that entire Santa sled at the end of the films, so I think he deserves at least like a 700 bench PR max. I think we got Batman right there. There's apparently a comic book panel out there where Batman bench presses 1,000 pounds casually. But honestly, it's probably because he's on gear. So I'm just gonna put him in 405. Like, he's strong. Don't get me wrong. Donkey. I'm gonna put Donkey in 135. I feel like Donkey, if his wife is that dragon, I feel like he must have some surprising physical strength to him. So I think he could get up to 135. This is Dracula right here. I've always seen Dracula as like a step above strength to Batman because, you know, he's immortal and like more than human. I think 11 from Stranger Things. I think she's going to be the first over 1,000 bench press because she's going to use her mind to help her. Just kind of how it goes. Frankenstein, yeah, he's probably in the same vein as Dracula. Who do we got? We got Garfield. Garfield can't even hold down a 9-to-5 job, and he leeches off of John for his entire life. He's getting 45. He's just doing the bar. Gatsby, though? Gatsby? I have not read The Great Gatsby yet. I just got the physical copy of that book for my birthday, because my birthday, this is the 17th, my birthday is the 15th. So I think Gatsby might be able to get it up there. He's said to be, like, I think a little more athletic. I think a little bit. Hang on, I'm just looking around. We got Katniss over here. I'm going to put her in 135. I think she's got it. Scream, I think 135. I'm trying to remember if Gru, if he does any, like, really... I'm trying to remember if he has any, like, very strong feats. I can't really remember. I don't know. I'll put him in 315 for bench press because I feel like he's got some untapped stuff right there. Greg Heffley, he's going to go into 45. Mario can probably bench 225 if we're being all honest. Oh, is that Spider-Man right there? Yeah, that's Spider. Okay. Moving him to 1,000. Move Minecraft Steve to 1,000. And Pennywise is, I'm sure, a cosmic entity, if I'm remembering correctly. So he'll go 1,000. Hercules should definitely go to 1,000. Indiana Jones on the bench press. This is a good one. I don't know where he would stack. He's clearly got a very muscular physique when you look at him. But he's more of a acrobat kind of adventurer. You know, he's got that cardio kind of build to him. He's got that endurance. I don't know if that directly translates to the bench press, though. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. I'm sure if he really had to, he could lift 225 pounds over his head. Life or death, he could do 225. Sadness is from inside out is going to 45. I think the Lorax is going to go to 135. I'm sure he has some physical strength from planting all those trees all the time. He is Lord of the Trees. But the Platypus is also going to go into 135. Actually, yeah, that seems right. I think this is Sherlock Holmes right here. I feel like he's intelligent enough to know all the correct form for a bench press. So, and I think that would actually really get him up there. That's the guy from High School Musical or something. I'll put him right there. Princess Leia, she's bench pressing probably 135. I mean, if she can save herself from the outside of space with the Force, I'm sure she can get a little up there on the bench press. Let's put her up in 225, actually. Michael Myers, I was about to call him Jason Voorhees. He's probably up there with Batman. Willy Wonka is probably 135. Pac-Man. What is Pac-Man on the bench press? Because I'm thinking about this, right? He's strong enough to bite down on ghosts. No, hang on. Now, he's got a primary diet of cherries. He doesn't eat any protein. No protein. 45. Sonic, he probably has a solid 135. I mean, Newton's second law, force equals mass times acceleration, that basically gives him super strength, actually. We'll put him up there in 315. Because if he can just move it fast, he's bench pressing it, like, with his arms. His whole thing is just being fast. I think Pikachu is benching the bar, but I think Remy is benching 135. He can cook. He's got a higher diet than Pikachu. You know, Pikachu, he's just kind of sitting in the daycare, sitting on Pokemon. He doesn't sit in a Pokeball, so he gets more exercise than the average Pokemon. But I don't know. Okay. Here's an interesting one. Snoopy. I think Snoopy... Okay, because we have to remember this. Snoopy himself, he is a decorated Air Force soldier. But he's also a sheepdog. Like, just a dog. So I think that's going to get him to... I think that gets him all the way up to 225. I don't know, because he's still a dog, right? But I think, you know, they put some of those Air Force guys on gear, you know? Bugs Bunny, I feel like he goes into 1,000-pound range just because he can do whatever he wants, really. Probably the same as the Dune Worm. That's got a pretty solid bench press, I'm sure. Jack the Ripper. Where did I put Sherlock Holmes? I'll put Jack the Ripper on the same tier as Sherlock Holmes. I think Michael Scott would get a... Michael Scott, he can bench 135. He would bench 135, actually kind of impress the office workers, and then he would immediately... He would, pretty right away... He would embarrass himself by... He would go up to 225, and then he would embarrass himself, but that means he can bench press 135. So that's how we're going to rank it. Winnie the Pooh, he's a bear. Winnie the Pooh is a bear. He's going up there with, like, Batman and, like, the trained people, because he doesn't do the bench press. He's a lazy bear. Yeah, I don't know. Put him up there with Frankenstein. Like, he's a bear. Yeah, he's pretty strong. Oscar the Grouch. Um, That's a Jack the Ripper. Makes sense. Heisenberg has cancer, so from there. Velma's benching the bar. They're benching the bar. I think everyone else here is kind of got a pretty low bench press, except Mary. I'm gonna put Mary Poppins actually at 405. I feel like she'd have some surprising strength there. I'm trying to think if I even here. I think Olaf. He's the only other character I really know that's down here. I can't really tell who the rest are. Olaf. He's probably benching 135. If I remember correctly, he has like a stronger snow form in the no, that's another thing that Elsa creates. That's not Olaf. So yeah, here we have it. This is the bench press tier list. In bench pressing, 1,000, probably 1,000 plus pounds is 11 Spider-Man, Minecraft Steve, Pennywise, Hercules, Bugs Bunny, into Dune Worm. Then ranked in at 700, we have the Grinch. We have Dracula, Frankenstein, and Winnie the Pooh. Seems about right. Then 405 is Batman, Michael Myers, Mary Poppins. Then 315, Gru, and Sonic. And 225, we got Gatsby, Mario, Indiana Jones, Perry the Platypus. Perry the Platypus. I might have to. No, this is good. This is good. We got Princess Leia, Snoopy. I think I said that was Jack the Ripper and Oscar the Grouch. 135 is Donkey, Katniss. Screamface, whatever his thing is, I don't know. Lorax, Troy Bolton. Troy Bolton, that's his name. Willy Wonka, Remy, Michael Scott, Heisenberg, Olaf. Then we got just bench pressing the bar. And I think this is pretty accurate. We got Barbie, SpongeBob, Dora, Garfield, Greg Heffley, Sadness from Inside Out, Pac-Man, Pikachu, Rapunzel, and lastly, like I think with the weakest bench press here, we do have Velma. All right, that was the video. A bit of a quicker one than last time. I hope you all enjoyed.